Hello beautiful and exotic women of the world. I have another video to add to our arsenal for the looks maxing series, and today I want to talk about how to maximize your pretty. Everyone has a different face, everyone has a different body, so your idealistic self is going to be tailored to you and you only. So I want to talk about the different strategies and the different ways that we can maximize our beauty to get the best possible outcomes out of life, to be perceived well in society and in the public, to receive pretty privilege everywhere we go, because we're living life on what? Easy mode. So when I was doing a deep dive into getting an idea of some of the things that people did to change their appearance, one of the things I realized is a lot of women are opting out of having thicker brows now, and they're thinning their brows out. And what they're finding is it offers a more feminine look. I think there was an era, I want to say from like 2014 to maybe 2019 or 2020, where thick brows were in. Penciling and drawing in your brows and making them super blocky and thick was very, very, very popular. So I think, in my personal opinion, for women who want to have a more feminine look, thinning out your eyebrows is going to give you that look. Not only does it lift your face, first of all, eyebrows are like the tits of the face, okay? It literally frames your whole entire face. And eyebrows can make or break you. It literally is one of the most important features on your face. It's one of the first things that people look at when they meet you, because what's right next to your eyebrows? Your eyes. So when people are talking to you, making eye contact with you, your eyebrows are shaping your face, which is ultimately also shaping your conversation. Another way that you can look smacks is playing with your hair and making sure not only that your own hair is strong and healthy, but that you also take advantage of extensions. So there's K-tips, there's tape-ins, there's clip-ins, there's U-part wigs, there's V-part wigs. I have tried mostly all of those except for the tape-ins and the K-tips, and I can say that it definitely maximizes what I already have. I'm a firm believer in accentuating what you already have, and it just adds that extra va-va-voom, and who doesn't want that? I feel like, natural is beautiful, of course, and I definitely wear my hair in its natural state often, but extensions definitely add another level to your beauty, and it just makes you stand out a little bit more because you have this volume, you have all this hair, and it just helps with your confidence as well. It boosts your self-esteem. So I'm a firm believer in extensions and getting those enhancements when it comes to your hair, because a good head of hair definitely will elevate your look, and it also elevates your self-perception. But in the same breath, I will also say that it's super important that you're working on growing long and healthy hair. There's no point in spending all this money on extensions if your natural hair is suffering. Your natural hair also needs to be in good shape. It needs to be healthy. You need to be doing things to grow it, whether it's protective styling, whether it is oiling your hair every week, so hot oil treatments, supplements, biotin, MSM, fish oil, whatever you need to do to ensure that your hair is getting the nutrients it needs, do it. Because when people see you with extensions, it's one thing, but when you take those extensions off and your natural hair still eats down, it shows that you care about yourself, not to just put something on top of your head to quote unquote mask what you have. You also care enough about your own hair so that when you do wear it naturally, it's just as gorgeous. And that shows that you have a lot of self-respect and self-love for what God has blessed you with, which is the hair that's growing naturally out of your scalp. Another way to maximize your pretty, ladies, is to get a fitness regimen. So everyone's fitness goals are different. Everyone's idea of fitness is different as well. So play around with what you want to explore when it comes to fitness. Maybe you want to join a Pilates class. Maybe you want to get a gym membership, lift weights in the gym, or run on the treadmill. Maybe you want to do aerial silks or pole fitness. Maybe you want to join a running club. Whatever you want to start doing for your fitness, start it today. It literally costs $0 to go to a park and do a workout outside, or even turn on a workout routine on YouTube and do it in your living room or in your bedroom. It costs nothing. So there's no excuses find ways to get active so that you can start working on your ideal body structure and body shape. For me, I grew up extremely skinny my entire life, and I was always self-conscious of being super thin and basically having no leg definition. I had abs, but I really didn't have much of a booty or much legs. And it wasn't until I started lifting weights when I was in college that I started to see a huge difference in my body. And it was so life altering. When I tell you, ladies, my self-esteem went through the roof. I reached body goals that I never thought I would reach. I gained lots of muscle, and I have the body that I want now. And now all I do when I go to the gym is maintain it, because I've been on my fitness journey for about 8 years. So I have the body I want from lifting weights. I have the booty, I have the legs, I have the calves. I have my ideal body shape now, but it was because I took those first steps to get in the gym, to start lifting heavy, to start taking my protein and eating well and prioritizing the goal that I had for myself. Something that definitely motivated me when I first started the gym was that feeling of what it would feel like to have that body. I think that is an incredible motivator when you're first starting out, because all you are doing is you're envisioning who you're going to be when you achieve this body. You know, how you're going to feel when you achieve that body, what you're going to wear when you achieve that body. That's the exciting thing about when you start fitness. Let's say your goal isn't losing weight or gaining weight. Maybe you want to become stronger. You want to do something like aerial silks or pole fitness or something like Pilates. You know, maybe you have a goal of like, I want to be able to do X, Y, and Z. I want to be able to do this skill. I want to be flexible by this month or this year. Whatever your plan or goal is, start mapping it out now and getting excited about it. I think when you set goals for yourself, it gives you something to look forward to. It makes the thing that you're trying to achieve more exciting. If you look at fitness as a chore, you're not going to get where you need to go. And then now your pretty privilege is taking longer to come into fruition, or you're having a harder time maintaining your pretty privilege because you're making excuses. You don't want to do the hard part, which is usually the beginning stage of your goal. You know, you have to stick with it and be consistent, ladies. The next strategy to maximize your pretty is to get a facial routine. So skincare is huge. The skincare and beauty industry is a booming billion-dollar industry because, again, what are people looking at when they first meet you? That face. And if that face is crusty, dusty, and there's lots of peaks and valleys on it, you're less likely to be perceived well, which equals less opportunities. And again, ladies, I can already hear the damn comment police in the comment section talking about, oh, why do you care if people think you have a pimply face? Why do you care if people look at you differently because your skin isn't clear? We don't care that they're looking at us. We care about the opportunities that we're missing. We care about not being treated the best when we're out in public. We care about our own self-image and feeling good about ourselves. And we understand that when we look good, internally we feel good. So it's a ripple effect. What's going on the outside is a reflection of what's going on the inside. And sometimes you have to trick yourself into feeling good on the inside by elevating your look outwardly. So when it comes to your facial routine, find products that work for your skin. It is going to be trial and error, but it is going to be worth it in the end when you land on a few products that keep your skin exfoliated, clear, even toned, and moisturized. I also would say invest in a gua sha, which is an Asian tool that's used to sculpt and contour your face. People usually use it after they put on some type of toner or some type of serum so that the gua sha can glide across your face. Use a gua sha, ladies. It is life-changing. I have been gua shaing for years, and it has definitely reduced the puffiness in my face. I have a more sculpted, defined jaw, and it also is used for your cheekbones as well, so it can help lift your cheekbones. I would also say invest in an at-home steamer. I have a small steamer that I use that I got from Amazon, and I sit in front of it every now and again and let my face steam. This just helps your face get all the moisture it needs, and it helps those products to really seep in after. And all of these things also help with battling and combating wrinkles. So if you have any wrinkles or fine lines, these simple strategies are going to help with those wrinkles and fine lines. Finally, ladies, the most important part of all of this is your internal health, okay? So one of the main things that attributes to women losing their pretty privilege is poor eating habits and high cortisol levels. I want to get into high cortisol levels and how it affects women. So women, when we get stressed out, when we get anxiety, when we're panicking, and when we are not taking time to decompress, our cortisol levels are through the roof. But not only does it show up in your emotions, so you're short-tempered, you're sad, you're depressed, you're low energy, it also shows up in your body. So you will begin to carry weight in your lower belly because of the high cortisol levels, because of the hormone imbalance, because you're creating more cortisol than you need. So you'll start to hold more weight in areas that you don't want to have weight, like your cheeks, like your chin, like your stomach. And so the ways that you can lower your cortisol level are by using supplements and vitamins. So probiotics play a huge role in your cortisol levels because a lot of it has to do with your gut health and digestion. So if you're not digesting food well, obviously the food isn't passing through because of, again, of hormones and imbalances. It may take a little bit longer, therefore it causes bloating. So probiotics help with decreasing bloating, also simultaneously decreasing your gut being inflamed and poking out, and your lower gut poking out. A clearer mind helps you to focus a little bit better, and it just kind of mitigates all of those symptoms. So these are my strategies and tips, ladies. I hope that these help. I definitely think that these are great points to kind of start at if you are starting off in your looks maxing journey. These are some of the things that you want to focus on. You want to focus on the brows. You want to focus on your hair health. You want to focus on getting some good extensions for when you want to be extra and add to your look. You want to get a good facial routine, good face products, as well as a gua sha and incorporating face yoga. And finally, also finding ways to lower your cortisol levels with your supplements of choice. So ladies, drop down in the comments section. I would love to hear if you have any strategies that you've used to maximize your pretty. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box below so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.